Alright guys, so we're here with the June Datamine, part 2 of the Johto arc. We're gonna get through this really fast. So, I'm sure you've heard, we have a rival event. Regular Lyra and Kris are getting their EX. Um, Team Rocket versus Johto, yep. Bede is one of our sync pairs. Our Masters Day are Hao, Mina, Winona, and Valerie. First we have MASTERFAIR, Signasu, Kris, and Suicune. Her design, I really like it, looks really good. Signasu, Ethan, MASTERFAIR, and Lugia. Design looks okay. Bede and Gigantamax Hatterene, Hughes an NPC, and Signasu Lyra and Celebi also a MASTERFAIR. Design, I really like Bede's EX. Ethan's EX looks good. How's EX, Kris' EX looks nice. Both of them, both of Lyra's EXs, I really like pink. It's really, I enjoy it. So, Tentacle Lugia, oh yeah, I said we were gonna get through this fast. So all three of them are MASTERFAIRs. We also have a special, um, and there were all the medals. There were all the banners. Silver's getting a power up. We have this banner, which is about all the protagonists. So that'll be fun. I'm sure you've read the dev letter, because I want to talk about the units. Wait, here are the backgrounds. So that's Celebi, that's Elix Forest, that's the Stolen Side mural that the bee broke. This one is Hughes, this is at Driftvale City. This one is Whirl Island, so that's going to be Lugia. And that's the Indigo League, so it's Kris's. Um, Everyone's release date. Here, I'll let you guys pause and read it if you need to. Ethan comes out on the 30th. So, pause when you need to. I'm just gonna keep scrolling slowly. Um, yeah, and the Rival Challenge Special Rally. Yeah, okay. So that's everyone. I'll be right. Oh, and here's the art. Looks actually really sick. Um, okay, but yeah, I'll be right back, and we're gonna talk about the grids and stuff now. Okay, I'm back. Credits to Absolutely on Twitter. So, let's jump in. We're gonna go with Bede first, just to get him out of the way. So we have Bede and Gigantamax Hatterene, a 5-star fairy type tech. So, um, yeah, there are his stats. Uh, Look, I know he's a tech, but come on. Special attack is fine, I guess. Like, it's workable, but with a 2-gauge spread move as your main fairy type DPS, you know. So, Battle Buff 9, 90% boost when target's confused. Stupefaction 9, special attack special defense -1 when he uses any move. So he's actually a really good partner for any May. And then he has maximum super powered 5, which powers up moves, sig moves, and maximum by 50% when it's super effective. His moves are Dazzling Clean, Mystical Fire, and Psybeam. Mystical Fire is -1 special attack. Dazzling Clean is AoE. Psybeam is 10% chance to confuse. His trainer move is Status Condition Reflect, +2 crit, +2 special attack, and -1 defense for himself. Max move G-Max Smite is Guaranteed Confuse, Max Flare, and Max Mindstorm, set Sunny Day, and Psychic Terrain. He has a generic beam because he has 3 max moves, and the innate is Confusion. Um, so he looks okay. So from his we'll talk about him when they get to his grid. So I think the big star of this is Signasu, Ethan, and Lugia. I've heard some controversy about him. First off, here's his stats. Spell attack is good. Speeds, uh, you know, defenses are non-existent. Massive HP because it's Lugia. Um, Johto Spirit, so it's just like a Alola Spirit and Hoenn Spirit. Extend range, just like Ends. MP regain 9, 1 MP when the user uses a move or a sync move, and Brain Power, sync move for special attack. And Shining Soul Aeroblast, Striker, so there's nothing. So he has Aeroblast. Let me zoom in for you guys. So he has Aeroblast, Expo Attack, Whirlpool, because he's Whirlpool, yep. And his trainer move is 50% for -1 countdown, +1 accuracy, crit next, and +3 special move up next. So the thing about Ethan is, because of this, what he's intended to be played as is you special attack, this is it, you probably sync, and then you're gonna Aeroblast, trainer move, Aeroblast, trainer move. So the way special move up next works is you go for Aeroblast, that's 200% damage, right? But if you Aeroblast, this is it, then Aeroblast again, that's 100% damage, and then your second one is like 100 plus 100 plus 200 and 220% damage or something. Because that's 100 and that's 40, 80, 120, that's 220. So it's like, you know, um, on, I don't know numbers. I'll have to run numbers between him and Steven. He 100% does more damage than Steven. Leon's Hurricane does more damage than Steven, so there's no doubt that Ethan does. However, I don't think I'm going to summon on him. Like, Andy Steven is enough for me. Um, he's really good, but Andy Steven is another flying striker, and he for me gets the job done. Um, Moving on is things with Lyra and Celebi, who looks absolutely nuts. Okay, so she's a MASTERFAIR tech. There are her stats. Special attack is off the charts, even though that special attack is off the charts, but she has a physical move. Fantastic. I think it's for her nuke. Yeah, her nuke is special. So, she has grassy glide, a diagonal plus, grassy terrain, and voice of the forest. Plus 2 attack, plus 2 special attack, gradual healing for an ally, and time transcending magical leaf. Powers up when sphere of grassy terrain. So we finally have a grassy terrain unit. I'm 100% going to summon on her. I might even 3-5 her. Um, she looks really good. She has Johto Pride, so just like Maxie's, except for Johto units. And yeah, she looks really good. Finally is Kris and Suicune, MASTERFAIR support, our first MASTERFAIR support, not including the BP unit. I really like her outfit. It looks really good. Her stats, everything looks good. Well, I mean, her attacks don't really matter. But Johto Flag Bearer, Sync Burst 1, Mind Bracing 4, and First Aid 4, really good passes. Brian, Mini Potion all. One bad thing, not bad, one awkward thing about her is she has, she has Burst Healing for herself, but Mini Potion all is kind of whatever. Especially when her grid, there's so many things she wants to pick up. She has Rain Dance and Spring of Knowledge, plus a special attack, plus 2 crit, plus 2 special attack, plus 1 crit. Special move of next one is Rainy, really good. Crystal Clear Surf, nothing. Um, did I say crit absolutely already? Crit absolutely. So we're gonna go over the grids now for everyone. It's right here. So we're gonna go over Suicune first because that's what I clicked on first. Um, so Suicune has bottom right, Tantalizing Infliction, Ringnet's NPR, which is irrelevant because she has Sync Burst. Mini Potion and all the Master Healers. I don't, there's a lot of things she wants to pick up, so I don't know, hopefully Poma Tools updates, so when that updates, we can actually plan a path, because I don't know what she actually wants. She can enable Dual Strike, I think, you can go her, May, and, someone else who wants Rain, but I don't know, Archie's the big thing here, but he doesn't need support, really. He wants, speed support, and that's about it. Right? So I'm Kris, May, and another big Rain user. Yeah, I guess the new Winona is the first one that comes to mind. So Ethan and Lugia, ironically enough, because Lugia gets Falling Zone from Anti-Skyla, she doesn't have many multipliers to actually enable Irobust itself. He has Fall Fighting 2, that's about it. Everything else is for his nuke. So he has Shower Power 3, Interference Sync 5, and he has Sync Thinker 9, which is 90% boost when the target's trapped or something. It's not that, something along those lines. Anyway, it's a sync move multiplier, and in the top left there, he has things tied to a trainer move, which is really good. I really don't think I'm going to summon on him, unfortunately. He comes out on the 30th, and yeah, so here's Silver's grid. So the new things there you see on the middle of the screen, he has Soul Flame 9. Above that, he has Berserker. To the very right, above ramming speed, he has Squid Command and Ramp Up 2. So that's really good, actually. So the fact that he can now buff his special attack to, what plus, I forget how much is Ramp Up 2, plus 4 or something? And Soul Flame 9 command gives him, super effective up next. So he's actually really good now. His DPS is still a bit shoddy, because Overheat is still slightly weak nowadays. Especially when we have stuff like Blue and Arcanine. Silver's only advantage is him having an EX, but I think Blue still does more DPS than him. Unfortunately, Silver still needs speed support, but he needs minimal offensive support, like a spell attack and crit. Roxanne actually is probably one of his best partners. And then you can run something like Lyra. No, because he's sinking. So you can run something like Blaine, and that's a decent free-to-play core that, like, Fireweek stages are notoriously hard. So, I mean, you can run, like, a tank. Like, the thing is, yeah, it's hard to, because there aren't many Sunsetters who can also tank. Like, I guess I just lowballed it with Roxanne as a support. I don't know. Um, yeah, but overall, really good upgrade for him. I think I think it's small changes. It's not as big as Cyrus's or Giovanni's, but it's enough that makes him like something makes him worth using over Blue and Arcanine now, which is good. Mina and Granbull are next. Um, they're like between her and Valerie, I think we have good free to play fairy type DPS now, which is really good. So she's more of the nuker, Valerie's more of the DPS, quote unquote. Even though realistically Xerneas is still the better fairy type DPS between all three of them. So she has power posture, pecking order. She can buff up her crit, and I think she has attack buffs somewhere. Or am I mistaken? Oh, she has only fierce entry. So overall, she's okay as a fairy type DPS now. She can nuke as a free to play fairy nuke. Her DPS, her nuke is okay. Pecking order is really all she needs. Um, yeah, so that's about it. Oops, that's the end of this picture. Um, Winona has a free-to-play range setter. Really good actually. She has a really good nuke. She has shower sync, shower power, and interference sync, and air slash aggravation. So overall, I really like Winona's grid. Um, it it makes her good now. She can reliably flinch. She has minimum 3 uses of rain, which is really good. Um, yeah, so that's Winona. Really good, honestly. And as another like flying type user, she like like it helps. Valerie, which makes me really happy because I invested so much resources into Valerie. To see that she's paying off now is really good. Sadly, she doesn't have much. Um, she has um smart cookies, the big thing, and HP advantage 4 uh, is and brain sync 5. Other than that, she doesn't really have much. Um, Overall, I'm still really happy about this, that Valerie's getting a grid. Um, yeah. And finally is Celebi. So hold on. Celebi does 19 million things at once. Um, so she has Mind Games 4 and Defense Crush 4, so she can reliably, quote unquote, lower defense and special defense, whichever one she needs. For her team, she has a Verdant Recovery, Trainer Move, Mighty Friend 9, Diardol plus Diardol and MP Refresh. She has a nuking mode. It's not fantastic, but she has Power Play, and that's about it. Yes, sir. So she's insane. Cause remember her passives here. Whenever she hits the opponent, she guarantee flinches, which is insane. So she's gonna be nuts until like Champion Stadium, where you can like this is like a new sleep lock, where she can constantly stagger the enemies, and this one whenever she hits she debuffs something, which is really good. Turbo Chirp is move acceleration, so she's really good. Grassy Glide becomes a quick move under grassy terrain. So in like the permanent field effects option in Stadium, she's gonna go nuts. Um, Back to her grid. Yeah, she does a lot. She has a nuking mode with power play, which her nuke isn't going to be great because power play is not great. Like it's fine, but she doesn't debuff enough things to use it. Like she's gonna need to sing this with Alessa if she wants to do anything. Um, Stationary Target 3 and Confusion Synergy 3 are good. Um, yeah, she has Grassy and MP Refresh 2, Verdant Recovery 1. Mighty Friend 9, I forget what that does. I'm not gonna lie to you. Grassy Glide's actually decently strong actually, so she actually becomes like a decent like support tech DPS. The one bad thing about her, I would say, is that she wants to do so many things at once. She wants to buff up something, like she wants to either buff up her teammates, buff up herself and set grassy terrain, but then also use grassy glide to stagger the enemies. So she wants to do a lot of things at once, which is hurting her. Other than that, that's about it. All four of them look really good. I'm guaranteed something on Lyra, and potentially something on Kris. I'm not something on Ethan, and I'm not something on Bede. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Legendary Gauntlet video. And yeah, thanks. Bye.